So I'm really under the impression that, like I said, I came across an article where there was a guy that was he worked with one of the mental health places, and the way it was set up or the way it was reported was that he was actually scamming. He was using their Medicaid for what, I don't know. He was siphoning it. It's almost like, you know, they get paid off of, like, you know, Medicaid, Medicare. So, right, you know what I'm saying? I'm really under the impression that, you know, that if you're, you know, involved or a part of something like that and you get out of it, that takes money out of their pocket, so they have to downsize. Sometimes they actually outsource and contract other subsidiaries to be a part of that, and you could be the victim of it's almost like gang stalking in a way, but it's not like in your ordinary, you know, sense of the word. And it's like that song that Tupac had called "What's Next," where he was like, he said he left the streets and he tried to, you know, tone down his, you know, the amount of time he spent out, you know, doing certain things. But he said he realized that the rest of the world was even more so steep into that type of behavior than just, you know what I'm saying, the urban areas and stuff like that. So I realized that, like I say too, I was watching this show. They were talking about how they go to Africa and stuff, and they actually they use the formulas for certain spells and stuff. They use that on you know, to make medication. So, and that's what pharmacopoeia is. It means sorcery. So that's where we're at right now. And so you can actually be hazed or stalked by certain people who are a part of these mental health associations. And it's like, if you actually find yourself, you know what I'm saying, doing well on your own without them, then that frustrates them to the extent to which they'll send certain people from the organization to follow you. And I've actually noticed that, you know what I'm saying? And there's this one person that really pops up, and it's almost like, there's no way in the world I can miss, you know what I'm saying, his character, in terms of, like, it would never be an oversight in me recognizing him. And it's funny because, it's not funny, but I laugh at it because, you know what I'm saying, that's my medicine. Laughter is my medicine. You know what I'm saying? To be able to laugh so easy. Yep. I don't want to go into something that happened. Something happened. But you don't want to laugh too much, though. Because sometimes your pain will drive your talent. I realize that if I cry, I don't sing so well. That pain helps me sing. If I laugh, I don't sing so well. I don't dance so well. A lot of my best talents come from pain. And when you do certain things to, you know, release the pain or alleviate the pain, then your talent is gone with it. And the thing about it is that I amuse myself. These things are for my amusement, my own amusement. I amuse myself with my singing. I amuse myself with my dance. It's not for nobody else. But when I do certain, you know, like if I was to like actually like, you know what I'm saying, like have like a pity party and just be crying, you know what I'm saying, or if I was like, you know what I'm saying, I start laughing and everything all the time. My tension is what tunes me up. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you got an instrument and then it gets real loose, you gotta turn a little knob to make it more tense. So your tenseness is what fine tunes it. So you don't wanna be without your stress. Your stress and your tension is what keep you taut. T-A-U-T, it keeps you taut. It keeps you always ready for you, if, you know what I'm saying, if no one else. So, I mean, I learned it the hard way, but like I said, sometimes when you laugh at certain things, like, yeah, I couldn't with it. I held it back. I held the laugh back, so it's still coming through. You know what I'm saying? I held it back, and it's still coming through. And I don't know if you my man on the bike, yo. I'm gonna be humble. I'm gonna be humble enough to say that he did it on purpose. Like PB Herman, I meant to do that. Yo, my man get on the bike, yo. He had a kickstand. I ain't seen no kickstand in a long time. He kicked the kickstand up, and I heard the little click. I looked over at him. He made his face like, yeah, buddy. Yo, man. I don't know what he did, man. I ain't gonna lie. He put a lot of power to it, yo. He pretty strong dude, yo. put that pedal down, man. That back wheel spent. That front wheel went somewhere else. And my man did he did an endo, like a little 360, almost like with the back wheel swerved around. But see, I've been hit by a car before riding my bike. So it's not funny. But I laugh at me. It's not funny, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt up now. I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt. But the pain that I've been going through lets me know that for so long I was trying to run from the pain, and I was like doing certain things. I use it as an excuse, like, hey man, my back hurt. I'm about to toke up. I'm gonna smoke this weed. But that only made it hurt more when the weed wore off. I had to embrace the pain to where it was all pain. And even pain diminishes after a while. So to me, it ended up being where it was like, I didn't really want to do anything, you know, after I realized that the pain building up actually made that pain in other areas. It was all around pain. It made that pain go away, or it just made it negligible. You know, I was able to be negligent to it. You know, I didn't have to, you know, on purpose. But I know, like, if I was actually getting involved calmly, you see what I'm saying? You know, that pleasure that I would experience would actually leave me open to all pain. You know what I'm saying? Greater than that. So I mean, I realize that, you know, right now, you know, and it increase. It does a whole lot for me. And it sounds so self-sadistic, you know, but like I'm saying though, but these people who are trying to, like, you know, gang stalk me, they don't realize that, like, you know, well, maybe they do. When I was actually in the house all the time, it's because of my back. The physical pain led to my body being what's the word? I didn't do a lot, so I didn't get out, and when I didn't get out, it ended up working. It ended up affecting my mind. You know what I'm saying? Affecting my mind. But now I'm out, and now I get the sunlight and stuff. Cause I mean, I wouldn't even sleep. Y'all be up all night long. I wouldn't sleep. Cause I wasn't doing nothing to go to sleep. You know, the actual serotonin that we make is made from exposure of, you know, our eyes to the sunlight. So I'll be in the house all the time. You know what I'm saying? Playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Studying. This one person says, you know, all type of wild stuff, and it was like I had to wear myself out. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do it in such a way where it was like, you know, I didn't lose anything. You know, you can have sex and wear yourself out, but at the same time, you lose that daggone, you know, that built-up testosterone. I need that. You know, that's my wearing myself out, exercising my mind, but retaining my semen. You know what I'm saying? That's my painkiller. And believe it or not, I can feed off of my own semen. I realized that too. I can feed off of that. Like, I can actually, like, it's almost like a tadpole. Like a tadpole has like a little tail. Sperm's like a little tadpole, it has a tail. And when it actually, you know, gets older and older, it uses up all that reserve. But right now, I mean, I can feed off of that. Like, yo, you got too much sperm. I'm like, yo, that's my food, yo. If I ever get hungry, my body will go into that part of my body, down to my testes, break that protein down, and redistribute it. You know? But it's just almost like it's a certain discipline of my mom that it requires that to. I mean, I still don't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna know it until I do. And I've been, you know what I'm saying? But I realized that with me, I was thwarting myself by eating meat, because the semen built up in my body. When I eat meat, it turned to cement in my joints, in my kneecap. It made I would get stiff. I'm like, yo, my semen turned into cement. You know, you ever see how semen be when it be on like something to get hard? You know, like, yo, it's not in liquid form. It's hard. It's like a glue. And my knees is glue. I had pain. But see, and I'm never. And somebody say something. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm never gonna not be appreciative to know that I was able to come across. Maybe somebody saw me, was like, yo, man, you're suffering, yo. You're suffering. And they let me know. It was like, yo, man, let the meat go. Or maybe it was, you know, it was something like, yo, let the meat go, man. And I mean, me personally, like saying, I've talked to my daughter about it. I would never recommend that for her. You know? Because she got the monthly menses. But I mean, technically speaking, that's a way, but I would never do that. Because I don't know enough about it. I don't even know. Somebody knows. Lord knows, but I don't know. But right now, like I say, though, I realize I can't even eat bread. I can't. I mean, it does not do me good. I mean, there's a circumstance under which I eat bread, but it's only with like coconut oil because it don't do me good. It makes my breath stink. I've always had halitosis. I've always had bad breath. Always had bad. My breath is, I mean, I have the worst breath ever. But I ate like 13 bananas about like 45 minutes ago. But I ate a bunch of crackers yesterday, and they tore my breath out. My breath is tore. What did he say? He say, eat the bread, it's my flesh. Eat the bread, it's my flesh. So whenever I eat meat, you make my breath stink. So I'm like, yo, he won't lie, yo. The bread is like flesh, and when I eat it, it make my breath stink. The only thing that don't make my breath stink is, and sugar make my breath stink too. Sugar. I can't eat no sugar. It make my breath stink. If I eat like some candy bars, but nuts, I like peanut, I like almonds, which I can't find none. They expensive as hell. Almonds are expensive, and you spend so much money. You spend so much money, it be so expensive. I'm like, I can't afford that. It's like it's easier, and it ain't by coincidence. It's part of an evil, sadistic mind that wants to make my mind. It's like his mind will be mine. His M-I-N-D will be M-I-N-E, and I ain't having it, you know? And sometimes I have to slow down, and that's why I talk in my character voice, because it paces me. Because I was stuttering earlier, because sometimes I don't put the character voice on, but when I put the character voice on, I slow myself down, because I have a high power synapses. The electricity that jumps from one of my neurons, dendrites, to the next one, it's lightning fast. That's how Moses was. He was a stutterer. He was like, I'm not eloquent of speech. But he said, Aaron, put the words in Aaron's mouth, and your elder brother Aaron, that's Elder Baron. Elder Baron is what that's the Hyades, the Pleiadian Taurus constellation, and I'm still wrestling with that. I'm still wrestling with that angel in a way in my mind, because I've been miseducated. I've been miseducated. Like, it's almost like my culture, my experiences teach me otherwise, but the books tell me something else. But I mean, but still I know, but I don't know, because sometimes people be like good cop, bad cop. They'll play the role of being good to you. They'll play the role of being bad to you because they know you're gonna run from that, and then that's on purpose so they can see you the wrong way. But sometimes, when somebody told me, they say, everybody that's always fussing at you ain't always your enemy. Some folk will smile in your face and maintain the status quo because they don't want you to change your mind or change direction while they lead you the wrong way. And some folk will fuss your ass out all day because they hate the fact that you're doing stupid stuff, or they feel like you're not doing all that you're capable of doing. So it takes a real professional hand to know how to play those cards, you know, without that person feel like you playing them out, you know. And I don't know. I personally don't know. You know, I don't think well, some people know, but I don't know. And therein with me not knowing is where, you know what I'm saying, it's like, well, you know, keep going. And that theme is like, keep going. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go too far the wrong way. But yeah, you don't want to stand still. You know, you don't want no grass grow up under your feet. You don't want to stand still. You know, and but at the same time, you don't want to take take baby steps. That's what somebody told me in the same veins what I'm saying. It's like, take baby steps. So I got a little bit short legs. So it's like, I see the pace of everybody around me. I'm trying to keep up. It's like, man, that's not your race, yo. That's not your race. That's their race. Pun intended. What race are you? I'm the little bit of baby steps. I'm a little bit of baby steps. See what I'm saying? A little bit of baby steps. Cause see, when I take big steps, then I exert my body and I hurt my back. When that car hit me, it made my back hurt. So I take baby steps. Because I be like, yo, even though my back hurt and I can move, I still got to take little baby steps. To little bit baby stuff. I take a little bit baby stuff, and it's easier on my body. It's easier on me, so I can do more. I can take 1,000 little baby steps and not be tired. I can take 5 big steps and be like, yo, I overextended myself for each step that was over my capacity to maintain the pace of. That's why I don't use picante sauce no more, because the pace of it is like tomato paste, and it can make my blood too thick. It's the iron up in there, so I control the pace, you know. And I gotta make sure that I pick the proper pace and take the baby steps. You know, it worked better for me, the baby steps. You know, and I had to learn how to walk all over again, like saying like it's a pace. Like you can do so much. I do so much more little baby steps, baby steps. And see that way, but I don't move fast. Actually, I do move faster. I got jumped on over here at the hospital, and I was running. I was taking big steps, and every time I take a big step, the impact of me coming down was like boom, boom. I had my backpack on. They jumped on me. They beat me down. You know what I'm saying? Tried to tase me the whole 9. I just came out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Had my band on and everything. But people want attention. They want attention. And you know what that means? Attention, man. They full of tension. They real tense. There's too much attention, too much tension in needing that attention. So I was relaxed, you know? So when it came time for me to kick in, to have to, you know, and I'm like, yo, I'm out, yo. Security guard, watch me. I'm like, yo, he like, yo, it was like some old Mr. Candyland shit. I'm gonna watch y'all 2 niggas fight. I'm like, you're not.
Job requested.
You ain't gonna watch me fight nobody. Cause I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But as it, you know, be that as it may. Be that as it may, I realized that I can die anywhere. But I know a lot of folks can die in the hospital. You won't catch me in the hospital. They have to scrape me up off the ground. They'd be like, he didn't go to the hospital. We found him somewhere else. And we scraped him off the ground and took him to the hospital. You won't find me in the hospital. Because they ain't got no cure for nothing. They can only show you good hospitality while you're dying. That's why it's called the hospital, for hospitality. They be like, can I fluff your pillow up? Can I adjust your bed? But they can't cure you. You got to do that before you get there. Because an ounce of prevention is worth more than a little bit of the cure. A whole lot of cure, you know what I'm saying? So that's my whole deal with that, is that I don't trust them motherfuckers. They won't see me no more. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I feel like this too, like I say, they're letting nurses and stuff in. These mothers ain't even trained. People are dying. They're dying out of the employment. They're letting these mothers in here. They're like, yo, they got like, say you gotta go, like, you know, do a certain number of hours for your, you know what I'm saying, your intern. They're like, yo, let them in, yo. Like, yo, you ain't even gotta complete the whole training yet. Just let them in. We need the manpower. We need somebody to hold position. You can go up in that mug and just be like, I don't know shit. They'd be like, can you look like you do? And then you up in there, you in that motherfucker. You all up in there like, you know, and that's how I be. So that's why with me, man, I'm like, won't get me up in there. Maybe they pushed your ass out. Maybe they rolled you down the goddamn hill. Roll your ass in the traffic. And then come scoop your ass up and bring you back up in there and work the hell out of your goddamn insurance. You know what I'm saying? You won't catch me up in that motherfucker. Hell no. So, but as it is, like I say, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm taking baby steps, and it's like I say, when I went to go see one dude, he had the voodoo shit in the goddamn other room. I'm like, this is the goddamn mental health place. He got the goddamn voodoo shit. You ain't got no mental health problem. They fucking with you, and they want you to be like, come to us. That's why it's like good cop, bad cop. It's like, come to us. We the ones that did this shit to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't fuck around with that shit, man. I'm telling you. And the reason why it was that way, because I told somebody, I mean, they say, why don't you take no medicine? I say, because that shit shrinks you down. It shrinks the gray matter in your brain. It's like it actually lobotomizes you. And there's a barytheric gland that we have that was basically, it's a God-given gland. So it cuts you off from your connection to the divine. And so they say that you can't regrow brain tissue, but that's not true. Everything regrows over time. It just takes time and the proper you know what I'm saying, administration of certain nutrients to the body, and I don't know. I could not tell you. I could never tell anybody that, but I just know that everything, you know, it comes back because the body don't want to die. That's why I say he gave up the ghost. Yeshua gave the ghost. It don't want to die. Your body don't want to die. Your body does not want to die. You gotta give it up. You gotta actually yearn for it. You gotta be like, I don't want this no more. You gotta give it up because you gonna cling like peaches. You'll cling like peaches on, you know what I'm saying? Like life's a peach. Life's not that other thing. It's not a BITC. Life's a peach, and oh how sweet it is. The body will cling to it, like cling peaches. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yo, it's, you know, I don't know. But what I do know is that the hospital had your ass. You'll be literally laid up. You'll be laid up. You know, and you play your cards right if you want. You can get laid. You be laid up. I'm good. I don't need nothing. I'm all right. So yeah, I'm just pretty much trying to get myself. You know what I'm saying? And like I say though, and somebody told me, and I'm not, and I've learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, no, but yeah, it's like, yo, these monks, I'm telling you, it be churches involved in it, churches. And I ain't talking about the chicken either. They be involved. Be a member of a church and then get out. Don't be no member and you was putting a lot, and you put a lot of money in the thing. They're like, oh, you ain't putting money in the thing no more? Oh, you ain't? They be like, we'll see you again. We'll see you again outside the congregation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. And then too, like they had one it was like, yo, they invested in the weed. It was like, they gonna smoke it anyway. Might as well get it from us. The last person that said that was the dude from Onyx, Sticky Fingers. He said, they gonna do it anyway, might as well be from me. But I mean, at what expense? You know, who gives you the right to make that decision? You know? Because like I say, CERN is actually doing things now where they're actually splitting subatomic particles smaller than the actual fabric of our air. Which means that it opens it up. It's like a prying tool. It opens it up, and these things are coming in, but they can only get those people who are intoxicated. It's like when you're out of your mind, they come in. That's why it's called possession. Ganja means Ganges, the Ganges River of the dead. These are recycled souls. These are souls that have lost their position as caliphate to this world. And they would not be able to get in if not for this mind state. There's a movie called From Beyond. It's a 1980s movie that talks about it rather in depth. And I'm probably gonna try to. I ain't gotta see that movie. I know this about it, but it's like it's getting real. It's getting real now. You know, it's been real. It is real. You know, it is real, and on so many levels. Anything other than you know, then and it's tough because I mean sometimes you gotta be alone.
Stop requested.
You know, like I say, I've been doing better alone than when I was with people. You know, when I was in the house all the time, I was always smoking cigarettes, connecting the dots, because I was trying to find something to do. Now I always got something to do. I'm never without something to do. There's always somewhere for me to go. You know, and I don't have time. I don't really have time. You know, they say idle hands with devil's hands. I'm always busy. Busier than I even want to be, but, you know, but busy as I need to be. You know, I be wanting to, like, you know, I be wanting to play my game. I'm like, man, you ain't playing. They say you ain't got time to look at that game. You can't play that game, you know what I'm saying? And so I realized that, you know, I'm thankful for being, you know what I'm saying, so preoccupied. But I don't want to get pricked with no needles like I got damn porcupine. But I'm preoccupied most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm out there with this motherfucking bus before I get to the terminal. Because the terminal could be terminal for me. The terminal means it could be my end. I'm gonna get off of this second light down here, bus driver. I'm getting off. I'm not going to the terminal. I am not going to the terminal. You know what I'm saying? I'm canceling, like canceling the terminal. I'm canceling my damn trip to the terminal. I'm gonna get off my motherfucking here. Thank you. Thank you, bus driver. Y'all have a good evening. Be blessed and well.